Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Do you feel sometimes that you're wasting your time or that you don't have time to do what you want to do? Neville Goddard has a chapter called The Coin of Heaven where he talks about the difference between wasting time, spending time, and investing your time. He quotes William Blake from Marriage of Heaven and Hell. Does a firm persuasion that a thing is so make it so? And the prophet replied, all poets believe that it does. And in ages of imagination, this firm persuasion removed mountains. But many are not capable of a firm persuasion of anything. From the Bible, Romans 14:5, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Neville Goddard writes, persuasion is an inner effort of intense attention. To listen attentively as though you heard is to evoke, to activate. By listening, you can hear what you want to hear and persuade those beyond the range of the outer ear. Speak it inwardly in your imagination only. Make your inner conversation match your fulfilled desire. What you desire to hear without, you must hear within. Embrace the without within and become one who hears only that which implies the fulfillment of his desires, and all the external happenings in the world will become a bridge leading to the objective realization of your desire. Let's take a moment to think about what is our deep desire. Sit quietly, turn off other distractions, and take a deep breath in. Bob Proctor says that your subconscious mind is totally deductive, meaning it has no ability to reject. It will accept whatever you impress upon it as reality, regardless of whether it is imagined or real. In preparing yourself to move into a new dimension, a dimension of ease, flow, productivity, you want to totally relax in order to reprogram your subconscious mind for what it is that you desire. This is an effective strategy, but it takes practice like anything else. You imagine what you really want. All professionals employ this process. The top athletes, business people, and the top 1% of people in the world who create wonderful things. Their lives are great because they spend time employing this process. What is it that you really want? Peace, safety, wealth, a loving marriage, your business flourishing. Pick something that you want more than anything. take a moment to decide what it is that you really want. And then allow yourself to imagine what it would be like. Bob Proctor would say, visualize a funnel of lavender energy flowing into the crown of your head, circulating through your head and down into every area of your entire body. As this energy freely flows to and through you, circulating into every molecule of your being, let your body become very light. Mentally envision yourself already in possession of the results that you desire. The pictures are as real in your mind as the clothes you are wearing. Really see the picture. Now you're not only seeing the good that you desire, you're tuning in to the feeling of already being there, putting yourself in the picture, tuning into the good that you desire. How happy you feel, how awesome life is, how wonderful the day is. You are so grateful. Imagine that that is your life. And Neville Goddard in The Coin of Heaven says, your inner speech is perpetually written all around you in happenings. Learn to relate these happenings to your inner speech, and you will become self-taught. By inner speech is meant those mental conversations which you carry on with yourself. They may be inaudible when you are awake because of the noise and distractions of the outer world of becoming, but they are quite audible in deep meditation and dream. But whether they are audible or inaudible, you are their author and fashion your world in their likeness. Now, one of the most powerful things that you can do after you've spent some time relaxing and visualizing, getting in tune with the good that you desire, feeling grateful for that being your life, then capture the picture with a pen and paper or a paintbrush and canvas. Write the picture, write your goal. Take the time to state how you would feel. Write it in the present tense. Write a description of your goal already accomplished. You've produced what you've always wanted. It's shown up in your life. At first, it might be, I can't believe this is real. This is so fantastic. This is what I always wanted. Write down what that is, what that would be, what makes you proud, excited, happy, fulfilled. Write it as if it's already done. Most importantly, Talk about it as if it's here now and feel as if it's yours, because whatever you desire desires you. If you have a pen and paper handy, just do some journaling, some free writing, or stating your goal in the present tense. In the Bible, Daniel 2, verse 28 says, "There is a God in heaven, and heaven is within you, that revealeth secrets, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Thy dream and thy vision, the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these." Neville Goddard writes, "Inner speech from premises of fulfilled desire is the way to create an intelligible world for yourself. Observe your inner speech, for it is the cause of future action. Inner speech reveals the state of consciousness from which you view the world. Make your inner speech match your fulfilled desire, for your inner speech is manifested all around you in happenings." James 3, verses 2 to 5. "If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships which, though they be so great, are driven by fierce winds, yet they are turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth. Even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold how great a matter a little fire kindleth." You have a fire within you, something that you're passionate about. Don't give up on your dream. Imagine it. Sit still and in your imagination pretend that it's already yours. Play the game that you're already at the end. How would you describe your greatness? You have a power within you. Don't let the outside world put out your fire or dwindle your hopes and dreams. Use your word for what you want, not against you. Neville Goddard says the whole manifested world goes to show us what use we have made of the word, of inner speech. An uncritical observation of our inner talking will reveal to us the ideas from which we view the world. Inner talking mirrors our imagination, and our imagination mirrors the state with which it is fused. If the state with which we are fused is the cause of the phenomenon of our life, then we are relieved of the burden of wondering what to do, for we have no alternative but to identify ourselves with our aim. And inasmuch as the state with which we are identified mirrors itself in our inner speech, then to change the state with which we are fused, we must first change our inner talking. It is our inner conversations which make tomorrow's facts. Put off the former conversation, the old man which is corrupt, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and put on the new man which is created in righteousness. That's from Ephesians 4:22 to 24. Stop all of the old mechanical negative inner talking and start a new positive and constructive inner speech from premises of fulfilled desire. Inner talking is the beginning, the sowing of the seeds of future action. To determine the action, you must consciously initiate and control your inner talking. Construct a sentence. So Neville Goddard is telling us the same thing. Construct a sentence which implies the fulfillment of your aim, such as, I have a large, steady, dependable income consistent with integrity and mutual benefit. Or, I am happily married. I am wanted. I am loved. I am contributing to the good of the world. And repeat such a sentence over and over until you are inwardly affected by it. Our outer speech represents in various ways the world we live in. John says, in the beginning was the Word. That which ye sow, ye reap. Ends run true to origins. Man attracts what he is. The art of life is to sustain the feeling of the wish fulfilled and let things come to you. Do not go after them or think they flee away. Observe your inner talking and remember your aim. Do they match? Does your inner talking match what you would say audibly had you achieved your goal? The individual's inner speech and actions attract the conditions of his life. Through uncritical self-observation of your inner talking, you find where you are in the inner world, and where you are in the inner world is where you are in the outer world. You put on the new man whenever ideals and inner speech match. In this way alone can the new man be born. Inner talking matures in the dark. From the dark it issues into the light. The right inner speech is the speech that would be yours were you to realize your ideal. In other words, it is the speech of fulfilled desire. I am that. What is it that you say after I am? That is what you become. In Walter Scott's translation, Hermetica, the quote is, there are two gifts which God has bestowed upon man alone and on no other mortal creature. These two are mind and speech. And the gift of mind and speech is equivalent to that of immortality. If a man uses these two gifts rightly, he will differ in nothing from the immortals. And when he quits the body, mind and speech will be his guides. And by them he will be brought into the troop of the gods and the souls that have attained to bliss. Neville Goddard tells us, the circumstances and conditions of life are outpictured inner talking, solidified sound. Inner speech calls events into existence. In every event is a creative sound that is its life and being. All that a man believes and consents to as true reveals itself in his inner speech. It is his word, his life. Try to notice what you are saying in yourself at this moment, to what thoughts and feelings you are consenting. They will be perfectly woven into your tapestry of life. To change your life, you must change your inner talking. For life, said Hermes, is the union of word and mind. When imagination matches your inner speech to fulfill desire, there will then be a straight path in yourself from within out, and the without will instantly reflect the within for you, and you will know reality is only actualized inner talking. James 1 verse 21, receive with meekness the inborn word, which is able to save your souls. Every stage of man's progress is made by the conscious exercise of his imagination, matching his inner speech to his fulfilled desire. Because man does not perfectly match them, the results are uncertain while they might be perfectly certain. Persistent assumption of the wish fulfilled is the means of fulfilling the intention. As we control our inner talking, matching it to our fulfilled desires, we can lay aside all other processes. Then we simply act by clear imagination and intention. We imagine the wish fulfilled and carry on mental conversations from that premise. Through controlled inner talking from premises of fulfilled desire, seeming miracles are performed. The future becomes the present and reveals itself in our inner speech. To be held by the inner speech of fulfilled desire is to be safely anchored in life. Our lives may seem to be broken by events, but they are never broken so long as we retain the inner speech of fulfilled desire. All happiness depends on the active, voluntary use of imagination to construct and inwardly affirm that we are what we want to be. We match ourselves to our ideals by constantly remembering our aim and identifying ourselves with it. We fuse with our aim by frequently occupying the feeling of our wish fulfilled. It is the frequency, the habitual occupancy that is the secret of success. The oftener we do it, the more natural it is. Fancy assembles, continuous imagination fuses. It is possible to resolve every situation by the proper use of imagination. Our task is to get the right sentence, the one which implies that our desire is realized, and fire the imagination with it. All this is intimately connected with the mystery of the still, small voice. Inner talking reveals the activities of imagination, activities which are the causes of the circumstances of life. To consciously create circumstance, man must consciously direct his inner speech, matching the still small voice to his fulfilled desires. He calls things not seen as though they were. That's from Romans 4:17. Right inner speech is essential. It is the greatest of the arts. It is the way out of limitation into freedom. Ignorance of this art has made the world a battlefield and penitentiary where blood and sweat alone are expected, when it should be a place of marveling and wondering. Right inner talking is the first step to becoming what you want to be. Tomorrow I will read the rest of the Coin of Heaven and talk more about investing your time. But for today, I want you to consider what it is that you deeply desire and talk to yourself as if it's already accomplished. The goal has already manifested. How are you feeling? What does it look like? Spend some time imagining everything is possible as you put your imagination to use and write about it and feel as if it's already done. It becomes inevitable. Create a wonderful day. Take some time to relax and get into the spirit of your wish fulfilled. Carry on with your day. And before you go to sleep at night, write your goal. Feel as if it's already done and program your subconscious mind so that tomorrow you wake up expecting your goal is already yours. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.